Not at all.
Good morning. Welcome to another episode of No Stingy Energy, man.
In the building.
Hey, man, I could say this, bro. This year is flying by, man.
Bruh, like I was just talking to Ruby about the same thing yesterday. Because yesterday, literally, bro, I worked all day. I literally worked from like the time I woke up, like early as hell in the morning. Yeah, till like late. You know what I'm saying? Like I worked crazy because like I'm trying to get, because I got one of them got approved. I want to say the other one probably got approved too. I got to double check again today. So I got two more.
You got approved by the city?
Huh?
You got approved by the city or the lender?
By the city.
That's the win. That's a win.
Yeah. That's a big win. Because remember last time, bro, it's been taking forever on one of them because the architect I had just, you know what I'm saying? It just.
You got you another one?
For whatever reason, he wasn't able to get it through the city. And it's like, bro, I've been waiting. So I just said, you know what? I'm just going.
You got another architect?
You just got a whole new one and just said, you know what? We just got to do something different, bro. Sometimes it be like that, though.
And it was way easier with the second guy.
Bro, he did that shit in like maybe a month and a half.
Got to approve everything?
Bro.
So your last situation took 6-7 months because you're architect.
Nah, it took longer than that, bro. That shit was like a year.
Because you're architect. Wow.
Yeah, bro. It makes a difference. It makes a massive difference.
Having the right people on your team. Just
having the right people on your team.
Just because they got the label architect part of their name don't mean they're good at it.
Yeah, and then the thing about it was everybody told me, well, it's not that he does bad designs. It's just at the end of the day. So this is what I'm learning about this business, right? It's not about bad designs. It's about designs that will easily get approved through the city. So that's number one. Because you can have a bad design, and you can have an ugly looking design that's easily approvable.
Right. Does that make sense? When you read the blueprints, it's like, all right, we understand it. Let's go.
Exactly. So it's a mix between easy to understand, good professional blueprints versus also staying on top of the city and making sure that you get that thing to the finish line.
Right.
It's a mix of both.
You got to do the work.
So the other guy, man, he had some, he put together some beautiful plans, and people kind of told me about Byron. He's like, yeah, he'll do some nice looking stuff, but it ain't gonna get approved. So, you know what I mean? Because he's not gonna push it. He gonna drop the ball, right? And then it's gonna be a little bit more complicated when the city see it. They're gonna get confused with all of the complications. You know what I mean? The things he's trying to do, and then it's just not gonna work. But I had already spent my money, so I was like, man, I'm gonna
have to follow through.
Yeah, bro. I don't have to spend that money again, bro. It just is what it is.
Well, that's lessons that you learn, bro. That's the beauty thing about it is you learn from it. And you never make the mistake again.
That's a fact.
But good thing it happened early in your career rather than later.
Absolutely. It's always a good learning experience. And at the end of the day, man, I'm happy with the new stuff I got. And we're gonna rock and roll like that. You know what I'm saying? Indeed. But we got something important to talk about today, though.
Yeah, we do. Especially with graduation. It's graduation season right now. People graduate from high school, college, and
things.
People making them decisions. People making decisions to go to college, and some kids ain't going to college. So I think it'll be a beautiful conversation today to actually talk about it and talk about the realization on both sides. Because I don't think there's a problem with either or, but does either or fit you as a person?
That's the key. That's the key. Let's drop this intro, man, and then we're gonna get this thing pie.
Let's get to it. Woo.
Yes.
Welcome to the No Stingy Energy Show. My name is O'Neal Parker, real estate investor, entrepreneur out of Lafayette, Louisiana. I've been investing in real estate since 2016, full-time entrepreneur 2020. I'm a contractor. I'm a mentor. And I'm a real estate investor. So I do all things real estate, but love rentals, love passive income. And I'm here to help you if you need. You can text the number below. You book a 15-minute call. We can talk about some real estate. If you need any projects done in the Louisiana area, I'm your guy. You can hit the number below as well. Text quote, and we get at you.
Absolutely. Listen, my name is Byron, real estate investor out of Houston, Texas. Primarily focused on the wholesale space. We do a little bit of creative finance, fix and flip, new construction. New to the build to rent space. Excited about that. And we got a lot to cover today on courses versus college. And the reason why this is so important is because a lot of people get ready to make these decisions right now.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody right now is literally, talking to their kid, or they're talking to themselves about whether or not they're gonna continue to pursue some level of education. And the educational landscape and the job market is shifting. Yeah. And it's shifting pretty dramatically in terms of what they are actually requiring. I know that Google, Facebook, and a lot of these bigger tech companies, Amazon, they used to prefer a 4-year degree.
Yeah.
And now they're open to people with certifications and courses. What's going on with that?
I think they know and they see that less people are going to college. Most people are going to courses, which may take 2 weeks, a month, and they're getting a qualified certification, which took people 4 years to get. And then also with college, they don't really focus on the exact tasks of what they're getting hired for. These courses focus on exactly what they're about to do. College is filled with some English, some economics, some geology. Bro, you don't need none of that to come work for me. So you go ahead and take these 2 courses, you qualify. And I think a lot of bigger companies are starting to realize that. And then sometimes the people that's qualified on paper is not qualified to do the work.
Yeah.
You got the paper, but you have 0 skills to getting this work done. So I believe they're starting to realize that it's not the same. And they're probably getting higher quality people that just took the course because they know what they're doing. They probably, I don't know about the pay, but they may be able to pay them a little bit less than paying a person with a degree. I don't know. That's something to talk about. But I do want to talk about, I want to go to the beginning. I think we need to talk about this because they have a lot of people here that's parents.
Yeah.
We're pushing our kids to do something that they really don't want to do. I think that's where the problem starts, right? You know what I'm saying? Parents are pushing their kids to go to college because they never went to college, or they went to college, never graduated. They're pushing their kids to go to college because they're going to be the first in their family to get a college degree.
Yeah.
So we need to talk about that because I think that's a major problem too. Because at one point, my mom kept telling me to go. I'm like, for what?
She wanted you to go to school for?
No, I went to school. She wanted me to finish. So what happened was I went to school, played football, broke my leg, whatever. I did 3 years. And then I transferred all my credits to community college. I took 1 class, got my degree. She wanted me to get my bachelor's. I really just need I think 9 hours, which is nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to go waste a whole semester to get a degree that I would never use. And I say, I may think about it, but you paying for it because you want me to go. I'm not paying for it. I would literally be going just because you want me to go.
So I got mixed feelings on that, right? Because I've actually, went to school with people who parents kind of push them into school. Now, my thing is this. I don't mind somebody going to school or parents even pushing them to go to school for something that's going to make them money when they get out.
Exactly. But a lot of them, they get pushed to go to school. It's 2 sides. A lot of them push to get to school. and they finish with a general studies degree, can't do nothing with it, or they finish with a exercise science degree, can't do nothing with it. They're not finishing with doctor, lawyer, attorney, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They just going to school to say, hey, I got a degree. And then 2 years later, hey, where you working? Ah, man, I'm just working at Office Depot. We're doing good, though. Right. Come on, bro.
Yeah. So that can be problematic because at the end of the day, you putting a lot of debt on yourself for a degree that may or may not really even pay. To be honest with you,
I'm not gonna lie, man. I think we need to do a study that what degrees actually make over $50,000, bro? Because they got a lot of degrees out there that really ain't making no bread, like at all. Like a lot of degrees, bro.
A lot. So I think that's a key component. But before we even get into that, man, I got some news.
What you got?
I got some news I want to share, man. Listen, OpenAI just releases ChatGPT 4, which is a faster model. That's a free for all ChatGPT, free to all of the ChatGPT users. So here's some of the things that it's going to give us. So number one, real-time interactions. So it's going to give real-time interactions, allowing for faster and more. Hold on, let me see here. Faster and more dynamic conversations. This feature enhances the responsiveness of the AI model. It also does harmonized speech synthesis. So ChatGPT 4.0 includes harmonized speech synthesis, enabling more natural and fluent speech output. This feature improves the quality of the audio response generated by the AI model. Also, enhanced speed and capabilities. So is significantly faster, has improved capabilities across text, vision, audio processing. The update enhances for the overall performance of the model, making it more efficient. And then it also has multi-model capabilities. So the new version introduces elite and multi-model capabilities, allowing ChatGPT 4.0 to reason across audio, vision, and text in real time. This means the AI model can process and generate content across multiple modalities seamlessly. And it also has improved reasoning and comprehension. What's so dope about this, right? Is because, again, we're talking about courses. We're talking about certifications, right? And when you think about the power of something like this ChatGPT 4.0, bro, like this thing is literally talking to people, having fluid conversation with people, literally looking at the things that you have on. It can recognize emotion. It can recognize a smile. It can recognize different tonalities in the voice. Imagine this, right? And so you're talking about going to a college to learn about Aristotle, to learn about Greek philosophers, when AI is literally revolutionizing the way we interface with the world. And a lot of the jobs that are going to be centered in this space are going to be certifications that you pick up, courses that you can go take right now. So matter of fact, I was looking at some things, right? So Google right now, I'm going to share something, because this is another thing that is a little interesting to note, right? I'm going to share this one here. So Google, unbeknownst to a lot of us, they already have their own courses and they already have their own certifications. And yeah, they got their own certifications. They got their own.
So I got a question before you go to
yes.
So the Google classes and certifications, after you take it, can you get a job with them, or they give you like a list of companies you can apply for? Or you're not sure?
That's the thing. Google initially created these jobs for themselves. So it was initially training for themselves, but these are official certifications, official courses. So other companies.
Somebody's life today, man. I'm about to change somebody's life today. Y'all around work for Google.
Yeah, bro. So, the beautiful thing about it is what I'm learning is, especially in the tech space, a lot of these people, what they're doing is they are going to boot camps, right? They're going to job fairs, right?
Yeah.
They're networking with their peers, right? And they're also going and getting entry level positions, whether you have a degree or not. You can get an entry level position at a Google. And so this is the reason why it's important, to understand what is your specific goal, what is your specific thing that you're trying to get accomplished. Because if you're trying to work in tech and you're trying to make big bucks in tech, you may or may not need to go to a 4-year college to make that happen. You know, you have to, weigh.
Get the certifications with
you weigh whether you want to start at an entry level and then just go and get you a certification and then use that certification to take you everywhere else. Because 4 years of real on the job experience may be more valuable, right? What if that's more valuable to the next company that you go to, whether it's Google or not? So let's look at this. So it says that the top paying jobs associated with the Google certifications are typically in the fields of cloud computing and data analysis. So according to the recent data,
where you see that at? Where you see that at?
Oh, it's on this article. It's on this article. But I'm reading this from some other notes that I kind of took too.
Okay,
it's all here. So if you go to this article here, it will tell you under the frequently asked questions all of the information I'm getting ready to share. All this information. But I'm just reading off what it is based on my notes.
Gotcha.
So it says, according to recent data, here are some of the highest paying positions and their average salaries. So let's look at this. Professional cloud architect, $146,000. This is a Google certification.
Dang.
This is a Google certification, right? So we got $146,212. Right? As a professional cloud architect. Another job, professional cloud database engineer. Another Google certification, mind you. $137,394. Professional machine learning engineer, $134,373. Professional data engineer, salary can grow to more than $110,000 a year with experience. So what's key about what we kind of listening to is you have to think about it like this. Like a lot of the new cybersecurity jobs that we're hearing about, these cybersecurity jobs are 100K a year jobs.
Easy.
And a lot of the skills. Let's say, for instance, you have the skills in data, you have the skills working in one of these fields, and then you want to transfer those skills over, they'll easily accept you.
Transfer.
On
the job training.
On the job training. You have on the job training. You have on the job skills that are transferable to a lot of these other tech jobs.
And I think with these jobs, I think experience is everything. Like that's top tier. I think go experience. Okay, you got experience. What certifications do you have? Oh, I know you have this I know you have this experience. How about we hire you? And the first thing we'll do is make sure you get these certifications.
Absolutely.
I think experience is everything.
Experience, bro.
Because they got a lot of people with paper degrees. They got certifications, but they still suck at their job. But then they have those people with no certifications that's a dog at what they do.
Absolutely.
I'd rather the dog, personally.
Absolutely. So let's look at this. It says it's important to note that these salaries are just averages, and salaries can vary based on experience, location, company size, and other factors. However, Google certifications can be a valuable way to demonstrate your skills and knowledge to potential employers, potentially leading to higher paying job opportunities, period. So literally, with the skill sets that you can learn from these certifications from Google, and Google is not the only one. I just pulled up Google. I did the research on Google. Facebook has their own certification programs. Amazon, a lot of these companies have their own specialized certifications, and courses that they give you that are 100% transferable to other companies.
Look what Kiki said. There's a guy at my job who is in research sciences. They get paid over $200,000 per year. Based on experience, he does not have a college degree. That's wild. And then all these things that you're reading, most of them are work from home jobs.
Wow, my God. My God. And what's killing, and this is maybe not the most ethical thing to do. I don't know. But I know a lot of people, bro, they was having they had the work from home jobs, and then they were working two jobs. Yeah. So imagine you got a cybersecurity job over here, and you got another one over there, and then you working from home.
Or they working 9 to 5, but they running their personal business,
online business.
Yeah, I think the work from home thing in COVID changed the game, bro. Because you heard about work from home, but not like that.
Well, people made most of the money was they was doubling up on the jobs.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. I was going to say something, but yeah, I don't need to be saying that.
What's that?
I don't need to say that.
You don't need to say it.
But I'm going to say it anyway. But they got people getting these work from home jobs. They get VAs to knock these jobs out for them.
Yeah.
The VAs, you may be getting $30, $40 an hour. You may pay 2 VAs $5 a piece. Now you're getting paid $20 an hour because you got to pay your VAs. But you get benefits, you get health care. You know what I'm saying? And you get a 2-week check. It's a win-win situation for everybody.
The beautiful situation.
The VAs win, the company winning, and you winning.
Man.
NW said she needed this, man.
Absolutely. So it goes, the question is, do we need a college degree, right? Or can we utilize certifications and courses to level up? That's the question. Job experience is very valuable.
Could we hear from D Page? You may not want to hop on screen, but could we just hear your voice? And we want to know your thoughts about this.
Yeah.
Because I see you putting some stuff in the chat. If you can, just talk.
Yeah.
Hit that link and talk. It can show you a nice picture. You ain't got to show your video. We want to hear your thoughts about it because you talk about degrees.
Get some different opinions. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. I graduated from college. I ain't gonna lie. And my degree is valuable. My degree is very valuable. And if you utilize it right, you can make a ton of money with my degree. I'm just gonna keep it a bean with you. And you can do it fairly comfortably.
Did you go to like a college, or you went to like one of the nursing?
I went to a college. I went to a college, and I am thoroughly grateful for making that decision because it really, really set me up for it just set me up real nice. You know what I'm saying? I can't even front. And it's funny, bro, because I was looking at a video yesterday, right? And it was on Instagram, and it was a nurse that worked per diem. A lot of people don't know what per diem is.
I read that too on American Income.
Yeah, and so she's making like $110,000, right, as a per diem nurse. And a lot of people don't know that. Most people that work in that per diem space are typically part-time. So it's not like a full-time. That's not full-time work.
Here's the per diem mean like it's not full-time.
It's not full-time, and you work when you want to.
Well, 110. So that's like that. What you call it? You call it something else.
PRN.
PRN is per diem?
Per diem, same thing. You know what I mean?
Gosh.
But the difference is you got nurses that will get out of college and go make $50,000, $60,000 a year. Listen to me. And will work at that same job. If they never leave, they're going to make anywhere from 50 to 60, maybe 70, sometimes 80 grand, depending on the location where you're located, right? And that's where they stay. You have a lot of nurses that's just like that. They literally get out of school, stay at one job, don't leave.
And cool with that.
And make anywhere between $60,000 to maybe $80,000 a year. And then you have somebody that do per diem, work part-time hours, do 110 just because they know how to move.
She said it perfectly though. Like she said, she know how to move correctly because she only been doing it, what, 2 years or something like that?
Yeah.
That's how she get paid so much. She know how to talk to the right people. She know how to get paid. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, we got to realize that a lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people get a degree thinking, hey, I'm going to go to this hospital. It's nice. It's clean. I'm going to go ahead and do my career here. That is not the way to do it.
Nah, not nursing for sure.
Can I add something, Byron?
Yeah.
I think with healthcare, especially for like Black women in healthcare, they stay in long-term care, right? They like to be in the nursing homes. They don't like the paperwork at the state level, so they don't really tend to take those types of jobs in healthcare that I see, and that's really the problem. It's not that they don't have the education; they just get comfortable in long-term care because it's easy to just go in and out. You know what I mean? And I had aunts that had been in healthcare. I studied healthcare management when I went to school first, but I never actually wanted to be a nurse. You know what I'm saying? I actually wanted to learn the business side of healthcare because I felt like we were underrepresented. And I felt like it was because, they just didn't want the job. But a lot of it is education at that level. Like you can't do certain things in healthcare without certain education, certain certifications outside of just going to college. You know what I mean? However, like now that I'm in the tech space, right? A lot of people are like, well, why didn't you go into healthcare and you went into tech? Well, both help each other. You know what I'm saying? Healthcare and management, a lot of the courses that they taught me were business-based courses. So they were transferable even if I'm not in healthcare, And I think that's where a lot of nurses, honestly, they could do a lot more, but a lot of them don't have an entrepreneur spirit in them. You know what I mean? But they don't even realize that they can do so much more as an RN than I can because of their degree as an RN, but they don't strive for that. And that's the real problem that's happening is they get comfortable with, working 100-hour weeks, making 50, 60,000 a year, but they don't want to own a company. They don't want to have to report to Dora. You know what I mean? They don't want to do all that.
That's true. Well, when you work per diem or if you work per diem, if you work travel, if you work agency, anything in that world, you are kind of like your own business at that point. But the thing about it is you can also get paid much, much higher. You got to understand during the pandemic, and a lot of people probably would think that this is crazy, right? During the pandemic, I knew nurses that made $300,000 to $500,000 a year. Facts. $300,000 to $500,000 per year during the pandemic. And a lot of it was because they were just doing travel jobs. And a lot of people don't, when you hear that right now, a lot of people are like, yo, that's cap. No, it's not cap. It's all about how you position yourself in the marketplace. Again, we're talking about positioning in the marketplace. Now, at the same time, when you had nurses making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, you had regular nurses that had been loyal to these companies that only made maybe $100,000, 80. Same work. Ain't doing nothing different. Literally. But just the way that the business is set up, it's kind of where it flows. But it is what it is. Don, what's going on? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, man, we talking courses versus college degrees.
Okay. I kind of like both.
I like both too.
I like both.
I got a college degree.
I don't. I went to college. I did not do well in college. Okay. So, but I like both. So when it comes down to that, my wife has 2 degrees. All right. And she worked in academia at the university level. She was a vice president of student services here in Huntsville. That's how we came to Huntsville, Alabama. Okay. So she's around. Those are all her friends, that are in academia. So they all have, most of them have terminal degrees. So I'm in the midst of people.
And when you say terminal degree, what do you mean?
PhDs.
Gotcha.
Yep. So they have a PhD. So those are the circles we move in. All right. But I'm self-educated.
Yeah.
Because having ASD, autism spectrum disorder, I don't do well in those settings.
Gotcha.
Even in my own setting, it takes me a long time to finish stuff that would take anybody else maybe 30 minutes. It may take me an hour or two because of focus. Yeah. So my wife, let me show y'all something here. I'll show y'all something here. Present. There we go. And entire screen. There we are. All right. Share. All right. So this is my wife. And just to share a little bit what you were talking about, Byron. Do you know what NAHA is?
No.
That's the North Alabama Housing Academy.
Okay.
And my wife took that course. This is her graduation last Thursday. They are paying people to teach them the building trades. She found out about it. This is the one with 2 degrees. Okay. She's retired now, but she found out about it and said, I'm going to take that course. Okay.
Wow.
Let me I'm going to take this one down. I'm going to put another one up. So let's take this one down. All right. Go ahead. Take it down. Okay. And then I'll put up a different one. This is the first picture she no, not yet. This is the first picture she sent me. There we go. Now it's up. That's her.
Wow.
Okay.
Digging it in.
Goggles. Okay. And you know what they told her that she wasn't in it for the job. She was in it because they paid her to take it, and now she has a certification that she was paid to get. These people coming out of this course, they were putting them in jobs immediately out of this 4-week course.
Wow.
So she had to learn, how to use a saw, how to use a drill press, how to use, a table saw, miter, how to use a impact drill. She had to learn how to use a lot of these tools, and had to learn electricity. So they had to wire some stuff and make sure that they didn't get killed, and everything would light up when they were done.
Nice.
So she had to do all of that. And I'm saying that to say this. Some of these people, when they get out and then get fully trained, they're going to make quite a bit of money. And they started with a 4-week course. And I wanted to point that out, is that, we believe in both. But if you think that college is the only way, then that could be a mistake. That could be a mistake, thinking college is the only way, especially for people like me. So when it comes to people like me, being self-educated and owning a business, you can do quite well, but you have to be able to find your niche. So there were people that were in her class that were probably that are very much like I am. So I asked her some questions. I said, what did they talk about? Did they talk about this? Did they talk about the building trades, or did they focus on something else? And it seemed like they lit up when they talk about that particular subject. Some of those people who were like me, and you can, and once you're good at identifying us, you can identify us. Okay, you can pick us out of a crowd, and none of them were talking about the building trades, or they got excited about
building trades. The building trades are definitely booming right now. It's funny, like I was just looking at some articles on that as well. But it says like in the past, decade has seen a notable rise in the trade jobs and education. It says there has been a significant increase in the demand for skilled tradespeople, particularly in fields like HVAC technicians, electricians, and wind turbine installers. It says the trade industry is projected to grow by 10% by 2028. 10% by 2028. It says shifting educational trends, high school graduates are increasingly opting for trade schools over traditional four-year college programs. It says this data is driven by rising college costs, the promise of lucrative wages in the trades, and a desire for more hands-on and particular career path. It says enrollment increases in trade schools. The trade schools and vocational programs have seen a growth in enrollment as they offer shorter, more affordable paths to well-paying positions. And so I know that right now, just a regular plumbing job, right, starting. You got, depending on where you are in the country, you're looking at anywhere between 70 to 110 grand. These are regular jobs. Now, how long does it take to get your plumbing license? That's the question.
Probably about a year, 18 months, depending on what school you go to.
Let me see.
But I'm happy you got on this, Byron, because I could basically tell y'all what I did. Went to school, wasn't interested in doing none of that. Broke my leg, got out of school. I said, man, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and do something different. So this is what I did. I'm giving y'all some game right quick. This is anybody can do it. I want to get this right here. Let me share my screen. This class was literally, I'm going to show y'all the calendar. This class was literally a few days long. This is the calendar right here. Look how long this class is. The 14th to the 15th. All right. This was $600. Then I paid another $600 for this one. 2 days. So my total class time was 8 days. I went and get me a job. I was 21 at the time. Getting paid. My first check, I think, was $2,300, 2 weeks. But that's good money. I was getting paid, and that's not counting per diem. That's a check. I was getting paid $110 a day per diem, and I was getting paid $21.50 an hour at 21. 8 days of class. Bro, they got people that go to school for 6 years and they get no $21 an hour. 20, you know what I'm saying? So, and then
that's in Louisiana too. So you got to take a note. That's Louisiana too.
Yeah, this ain't Texas.
That same pay probably be way different in California or somewhere different like that.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, this is big in California. So with that, you know, the guy I am, I'm not satisfied with that. I need more. So I went to the next thing. Hold on, let me show y'all that. And the crazy thing is, y'all can do this right now. I'm going to show y'all some real stuff. This is what I did. I didn't even pay for this. The job paid for this. $1,800. This course is a week long. $1,800. A week long. And then, let me show y'all. This is what you can get paid, bro. Let me show y'all real quick. This is the actual thing. It's from my homeboy, because I got my homeboy job. Let me see. Boom. This is what you can get paid right here. This is every 2 weeks. You see the dates. Every 2 weeks. He makes $100,000 on the dot. He makes $48 an hour. Straight 40 hours. There's no overtime, nothing.
$100,000.
$100,000. Guess what? He didn't even finish college. He went to college as administrating for me. I said, look, come to this job. I think I was there maybe a year and a half. I said, look, come over here. You go start up as a temp. Because I started up as a temp. It was 12 people. I'm the only one that got a full-time job. I said, look, soon as you get there, just start doing stuff. Do not stay still. If you keep doing stuff, you're going to get a full-time job. He was the only one to get a job out of 8 people. I was like, cool, look, when you get here, make sure you always looking to learn something different. He did that. All right. And then I switched departments. I stayed at the department for like 5-6 months. Said, look, come to this department. So the department I worked in, you can literally, first day on the job, you getting paid $21 an hour. After 6 months, you go to $28 an hour. After another 6 months, you go to $38 an hour. It goes between $38 and $48 an hour, depending on how good you are. So within 1 year, you can go from $28 to $38 an hour. Ain't no regular job doing that. I ain't never heard nobody doing it. I got 5 raises in my first year. You ever heard of a job doing that?
5 raises.
And you can do the same thing with nursing. It's called contracting. One day I could be working in Louisiana, the next day I could be working in California. You get paid per diem and you get paid way more money. And that's called NDT inspection. Like I can go, like, let me show you some more stuff, man. Like this is an untapped industry. Untapped. And they got jobs all over, bro.
Facts.
Let me show y'all something, man. So if y'all got some sons or even some daughters looking for something to do, this is the easiest job I ever had, bro. I'm talking about easy. Let me see. Let me show y'all something, man. For all the people that don't want to go to school, this is what you got to do. Find you something else. This is just a Google search. You see that? People making $11,000 a month, $71 an hour.
Doing what?
Rope access.
This see right here. He was doing.
Yeah, see right here, $45 to $55 an hour contract. No degrees mentioned.
Wow.
There you go right here.
Certification courses.
8 hours shift, $45 to $55 per hour.
Wow.
And they got jobs all day, bro.
It ain't pretty work.
Bro, hey, bro. Look, you got your 401k, dental, health insurance. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what you want to do. Y'all heard it here first, man.
Wow. What's dope about this conversation is at the end of the day, right? We're literally looking at 6-figure pathways, right? 6-figure pathways with or without a 4-year degree. And are these popular? Are they pretty jobs? Do you get to dress up in your little cute outfits if you're a female, or your dapper outfits if you're a dude, and walk around like you that guy? Do you get to do all of that? Probably not. Probably not. But at the end of the day, your paycheck allows you to do a lot more other things on the side than a lot of the people. You understand? A lot of the people that be having them pretty outfits.
They be stressed up.
Their money don't be set up like how yours be set up in some of these ugly jobs.
Yeah. I would say this, Byron. I would tell anybody do this because the crazy thing is you work Monday through Thursday. You off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Bro, you work 4 10s and you out of there.
Out of there.
You get to enjoy your weekend and you're making your bag. And then they always got overtime. You want to work more? Shit, go ahead and work more. If you just want to work your 40, you cool. Work your 40 and get out of there.
Wow.
You can't be that. Not too many jobs working 40 days a week, bro.
So let's talk about this college degree. What are some of the benefits that we're getting in college degrees? I know that Dee mentioned some things, networking, right? Yeah. Networking is valuable. networking is valuable. Matter of fact, a lot of times, depending on, but here's the thing though, it's no different from going to seminars and events and all of these educational network. If your networking skills is trash, you're gonna have a trash experience.
Yeah.
If you're only talking to the people that you cool with and you're not gonna gain the benefit.
You can be trash either way.
Yeah. So in college, a lot of times you have the teenager, they fresh teenager or you young adult, and you shy or you think you're so cool, right? That you don't even network and take advantage of the people that are around you. You're not making friends. You still talking to your high school buddies and reliving the glory days.
Yeah. And we got to be honest that most people are doing it. You got to keep it real. Most people ain't going to college networking, bro.
Mm-mm.
No. They're going to the next party, the next hangout, and they're not trying to skip class. You know what I'm saying?
And they look up.
Yeah. At the same time, while you going to the parties, you gain more friends. You gain more associates. You're not going there asking, hey, what you going to school for? I need to go ahead and get your number. Come on now. Keep it real. We ain't doing it.
Nah, but the only people I know that's doing that are people that have some type of fraternity or sorority or something of that nature. Bro. And that's because it's organized for that specific purpose. Whether they know that it's happening or not, that's essentially what's happening.
I'll be honest, like all the people I went to school with, played football with, bro, I could name on one hand the people that's really successful. Like for real. One hand, bro. I'm talking about high school and college put together.
Wow.
I'm talking about football. I played football with people in high school, football in college. About 5 people, bro. That's it. Most people still trying to figure it out, bro.
What's your thoughts on that, Don? And then we got the guy. He said, according to the U.S. Census, it says that only 6% of Americans earn annually.
That's true.
That's right. That's right. But here's the thing, though. Imagine making 6 figures with live in Louisiana. Bro, you rich. Listen, you make $100,000 in Louisiana, you rich. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's right. And Alabama, where Don at.
Yeah. Listen, folks, making 6 figures is not what it used to be. Okay, it's not. It's not as hard as it used to be. And these folks are getting online and doing some things in the tech spaces. I don't know. I don't even think you can go to school for the AI jobs that are out there now. Okay.
No, you can't.
No. So
certification.
There you go. And I'm using AI because it cuts the time down on the stuff I have to write.
Drastically.
Yeah, dramatically. And especially if I keep, if I train it properly and I keep using, the same chat to do similar work. All right. So I got this one trained. So this one's set up for this one set up for that one. And then I can say, well, I need this. Now go and create this thing for me based on past information, and boom, I'm talking about 2 or 3 seconds. So these things are people out here making all kinds of money. But what if you are an AI, a chat specialist that knows how to what is it? What do we call it?
A prompt
engineer.
A prompt engineer. You're a prompt engineer. You learn how to prompt it. People will pay you big dollars to come in and teach them how to prompt generative AI. It is crazy how much money you can make in this space now. So, but here's the thing: find your niche. I found out that this is what I'm good at. In fact, doing what I do is what I really do feel I was put on the planet for. Not very many people get to discover that. They move into jobs for the money or the prestige. Find something that you love, and I tell you what, it won't feel like work. That's So what you're doing now, does it feel like work to you guys? What you do now?
No, I love it.
You absolutely love it. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to talk about, going back to the building trades, Byron, you doing some building right now. When the framing was being done, what language was being spoken on those jobs?
Nothing but Spanish, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nothing but.
Them boys getting a bag too. You hear me?
Listen,
and they show up to work smiling every day. I don't ever see
it's
Latino
the same
smile.
here. It's the same here. There are no weekends. There are no holidays. They're at work.
They get to it.
Okay.
And that's who got all the money.
And knock it out.
Can I add something? I think it also depends on what state you're from. You know, listening to you guys, Colorado's a super healthcare state. So some of these trade skills that you guys are doing, they're not going to get the same opportunity out here. You gotta be in college for out here. I ain't gonna lie. You can try to come out here with a certification, but unfortunately, a lot of the jobs are going to require you to have a degree. So I do believe there's a healthy medium. As a person that's in the tech space, right? I hear a lot of people talking about AI and all that. That's great. But if you don't know the fundamentals of business, if you don't know the fundamentals of tech, you're going to still have problems, right? You can go get that certification, but I will outbeat you because I learned the basics, you know what I'm saying, of tech.
Well, I'll say
engineer, you know what I'm saying? I'm a prompt engineer. I do a lot of this stuff, right? But I also understand business. A lot of that came from me getting from my degree. I cannot sit here on this stage and tell you that I'm not as good as I am in this space if I did not learn healthcare, if I did not learn business, if I did not learn just tech in general before AI even got here. So I think it's very important that people pay attention to that because yes, people get rapid growth for an extent time, right? But if you're an entrepreneur in the tech space, you always need to be learning. There is no just one certification, one course. I'm learning software on my own. I don't have to take a course to be me. I go and spend time and learn the software that I need to learn to build up my skill set. I didn't have to go invest and go get, Google certification. All those things are free. You just got to go take the course. And I think that's where sometimes people misconstrued that you need to go to a workshop, you need to go to a course, but that's it. And that's supposed to be the be all. No, you need to be always educating yourself. I pride myself in learning about 4 to 5 softwares per month. I'm over 1,000 softwares that I know, and I actually implement them. I work in them. So when I'm talking to someone, right, that might have been using their system, I'll learn their system before they do because they haven't took time to explore their tech side of things. So yes, AI is great, but it keeps people blind as well if you don't go learn the fundamentals. So I do believe there's a happy medium of having the degree, understanding what your skill sets is, understanding your location, but then also looking at where do I want to go and is this going to work with my life every day? Because I see a lot of people working a lot of hours and they make a lot of money, but that's not what they actually want to do. And I think that's key too. Is it your passion or is it just paying the bills?
I'll say what you said, the location. That's when it's important that you go to actual events and network, because you could be in Australia and working a job in the United States if you network with the right people and get an online job. Because most of these jobs, you work from the house. Because if you're doing tech and AI and all that, there's no reason for you to come in the office. You work from the house. So networking is key, especially if you're doing online business, tech business, all the other stuff. Like the biggest, if you want to work, I'm guessing in an office, the biggest states that have the tech and all that is California, probably Austin, Texas, probably DC.
Yeah.
If you're not in them states, you need to start networking. In Colorado too, you need to start networking with people that's in those spaces. Maybe the HR manager, maybe the manager of the techies or whatever. You got to get out there and start moving and shaking. They got a lot of tech. They got a lot of tech little workshops and the tech little events. You can holler at Jared, Big Tech Energy. That's what he do.
I tell you what, a lot of stuff, there's a lot of stuff that, that gets done in the back seat of a car. We won't go into all of that. but what I am saying, I never go anywhere without my computer. Okay. And people have called me and literally wanted to, do business with me right then and there. I said, okay, let me fire up my computer. Let's get this done. A computer and a phone.
For a while.
Okay. You can make not only $100,000 a year, you can make $100,000 a month. Okay. A computer and a phone. And sometimes you can work from the back seat of your car.
Facts. That's crazy that the time that we came to, it's like you literally could be anywhere and making money, bro.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Like you could be.
But here's the thing, though. I want to preface by saying this, because I don't want to paint the picture in a way that people can misconstrue. Here's the thing. I believe the first thing first, we always talk about the fundamentals. Get you a high-paying job, right? You don't have to love it, right? And matter of fact, if you don't love it, that gives you even more incentive to not
get out of there.
Yeah, to not overly beef up your lifestyle to a point to where you literally working just to survive and pay for your lifestyle, right? You have to pay yourself first. You get you a good job, whether you like it, love it. This is just me. I'm just speaking from my perspective. Get you a good job, whether you like it or love it, don't matter, right? Live off of a very low amount of that number, whatever it is. If you're making $100,000, live off 70 minimum, right? And if you really want to be aggressive, live off 60. Okay, do that for a couple of years, right? And then start exploring the opportunities that can give you the ability to make $50,000 in a month. They out there. But a lot of times to get there, you need to have that cushion.
That foundation.
You got to have that foundation to be able to get into those spaces. But I would say get a high-paying job first. I just believe that works. Did it. I did it, I think that opens up a lot of doors. What's y'all thoughts on that?
It opened up a lot of doors because now you have that strong W-2 paycheck. You got that strong tax return. Ain't nobody gonna tell you no. Nobody.
I'll say this. Sorry. I just want to say this. Yes, get the high-paying job, but also get the job that's going to give you the skill sets. I'm going to tell you this again. Because you could get a high-paying job and your skill sets are limited because you're only in one department. One thing that I would say was a critical part of my journey into entrepreneurship is I took jobs that gave me skill sets, things that I did not have time to pay for, things that I did not want to go to somebody's course to do, that I only could use at the job. I learned everybody's job. I'm talking about from the doorman to the admin, okay? You know what I mean? And I think it's important that people find the skill sets, right, at these jobs, because there's a bunch of people that are at work that are making money, but their brains are dead. They're not.
I would say this though.
They're not being.
Because I would say that I got to push back on that. I ain't gonna lie. High-paying skill sets are high-paying skill sets. Period. Like so what I'm saying is they not paying you $100,000 for a skill set that doesn't make them $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. So what I'm saying is high-paying skill sets typically are transferable high-paying skill sets. Right. So what O was talking about earlier, right? If you making that in Louisiana and you find that same job in California, you probably gonna make double what you get paid up.
Triple.
Same job.
Right.
Different location.
You're not just going for the money, but you're also going where there's some skill sets. That's all I'm saying. Because you can make money and then switch markets, but because your education is lower, like I see it happen all the time. People will come out here from other states, right? And they're like, oh, I was making this amount of money in Cali. Well, in Colorado, you have to have the college education on top of that. You got to demonstrate the skill set. We got thousands of jobs, but if you ain't got the skill set, they don't care that you've been working at a factory. They want to know that you have the skill sets, unfortunately.
Well, I'll say before you even start this, you need to have a personal plan of what you want to do. All right, if I'm making $100,000, I'm gonna live off of 40. I'm gonna save 60 or whatever. You know, after taxes, you only make it 70, 72. I'm gonna live off 40, save 30. I'm gonna stay at this job 3 years. I'm gonna invest in some real estate. I'm gonna start a business. Once my business make a certain amount, I'm out of there. That's what I did.
Yeah,
I'm sure Byron did the same thing.
Yeah.
But if you make a plan for yourself, that at the end of the day, the goal is to. So when I got the job, my job was to learn what everybody's doing and move up as fast as possible to make as much money as possible so I can get the hell out of it. That was my idea. And at the same time, I'm getting as many certifications as possible that you can't take away from. I'm getting as many letters behind my name, as many as possible, so I'm more valuable to the company. So they can't just get rid of me because I know everybody's job. So as soon as somebody mess up, I take their spot. You got to make yourself valuable at the company so you become irreplaceable.
Facts.
So you making money, you feeding your business, you feeding your 401k, whatever you believe in. But at the end of the day, you got to have an expiration point on that job and start putting money in building your own business. But you want to build your business while you're at the job. So when you leave, your business is already pumping and making money.
You may not be able to get the big truck though.
Nah, don't get the big truck. Nah, that shit don't mean nothing.
You both have talked about this, but we need to focus on this one thing. I did a show Sunday. It was called "Should Wealthy People Budget?"
Of course. You're not gonna get wealthy without it.
Okay, so
you may do it, but it might be on accident.
No, yeah. See, so wealthy people budget, and I talk with people all the time that are high income earners, and they don't know how much they make, let alone how much they're spending. They know they get a check, but if you ask them, how much are you making? They really don't know. They have to stop and think about it. And then when it comes down to what they're spending, you know, what people say, we're living paycheck to paycheck. It just feels like paycheck to paycheck, but it's really not. If you don't have a budget is not restricting. You have to have a healthy understanding of your money and know what it takes to pay bills, know what it takes to live, and then have a good understanding of how much money is left over after you've paid the bills. Now figure out what you're going to do with that money. So if you're talking about what you guys are talking about, it takes a certain level of understanding to put that money away and not spend it. So what we're getting into is a lot easier because of the banking system. I don't know how much money we have in the bank. So when we hit that, when you get that email that says your checking account has gotten down to that certain point, now dump some more money in it so you can keep spending. So while I'm spending throughout the month, I said, now, if you ask most of your friends, it says, now, it's the middle of the month. How much money have you spent this month? Most of them could not pick up something that says, here's exactly how much money I've spent this month. That's a problem. So if you're going to do any of this, first of all, get a healthy respect for your money and learn how to manage your money. Managing money is the key to everything you guys just talked about.
That's a fact. And you know what? I don't manage my money as well as I have before, because but when I did it, I obsessed over it. So I overdid it. And as a result of me doing it, it kind of allowed me to develop some habits. And those habits have kind of stuck with me, like in terms of just being okay with saying no to things that I know will potentially put me in a financial bind. I know how to say no to some things. I know how to make sure that things don't become a financial drag on my life and my lifestyle. And that's just by, that's just from just budgeting heavily over time, right? And just after a while building up those habits. Now, because a lot of stuff is, I ain't gonna lie to you, is on auto pay, right? I got a lot of stuff on auto pay, and I know that I make well above what it takes for me to survive because I've gotten used to living that way, right? So this is a skill. So again, we're talking about skills, right? This is a skill. So I'm gonna share something with you. So this is another app that I think everybody on a call right now needs to download. I think everybody on the call right now needs to download this app. It's free for the most part. And then they got like a pay version, but it's very cheap.
I used to be the same way.
What's that?
I used to be obsessed. I used to be like, man, I need to save at least 3 more thousand. Let me see. I used to like I've been when Mint was still around. I think I was with Mint since 2016, 17. I'm looking at my emails now. I'm seeing emails from 2018, bro. Like,
wow.
I used to look at that joker every day.
Yeah, I focus more now on making money than I do on saving money.
Me too.
So
every 30 days, I want my income to be higher.
That's it. So my thing is, I believe every entrepreneur that's in the room right now need to figure out a way to focus on making more money. But I don't think that's where we need to start. I think we need to start here and focus on ways to save money, focus on ways to be more disciplined, because when you master the skill set of discipline with money, then when you make more money, you keep more money and you grow faster.
Yeah, because if you don't have that foundation, you make more money, you find ways to spend more money.
You're going to find a way that it's going to part ways. Food and money going to forever part ways. Forever part ways. They don't like each other like that.
Yeah, and then you can be like, man, I know I made 120,000 last month. I only got 3,000 left. Poof.
I tell you what, I've learned some things the hard way, and so I'm leveling up in my business. We're vertically integrating some things, and it takes money to invest in those things. So, but if I had to do over again, I'd do it a different way. Okay, so I use my personal credit to level up in some other places. And I have high utilization on my personal credit. So when another opportunity fell in my lap, that is coming back to bite me now. Because I'm focused on this issue, and it's going to do what it needs to do so I can put the money back. But if another opportunity comes along where you're going to need credit, that could end up hurting you. So be very careful on how you use that money or use your resources or use your funding. Do it in the right way. You don't want to do it in a way that I did it so that it would hurt you, so it would hamper you. Now, you're always going to find a way, right, Byron?
Absolutely.
You're going to find a way to get it done, but why work harder than you have to if you could just learn how to use your funding, your credit cards, your loans in a way that it won't get you in trouble later, so it make another opportunity harder to take advantage of.
Me personally, I got to a space where I don't even care about credit as far as it can help me. I don't like. I look at it like, man, look, if I'm using my credit to benefit me right now, I need it to be high. And I can put some things in place to make it high.
Yeah.
If I'm not using it right now, or if that's not my focus, I don't care about the credit as much. But like you said, you always want to be ready to be able to take advantage of an opportunity. But at the end of the day, credit is a tool too.
Yeah, it is, definitely is.
So I'll say everybody here, that's the reason why y'all come to No Stingy Energy. Everybody here, as soon as you get whatever much it costs to make an LLC in the area, make yourself an LLC. It could be your first name, last name, LLC. Soon as your credit get high enough, get yourself some business credit, and you operate your business off the business and the opportunities of the business credit, so you're not affecting your personal credit.
Personal credit.
As soon as you get the money to make yourself an LLC, make you one, and start get you applying for business credit. So if an opportunity does come, you swipe the business credit card, not your personal credit card. Because your personal credit card your personal credit will drop as soon as you swipe that joint. So if you use your business card, your personal credit stays high. So if an opportunity comes, you get to use it. You always want to have yourself in the best position at all times.
This is good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Listen,
gotta learn how to manage it.
Absolutely. Listen, man, I know that ET, you know what I'm saying? ET is a beast when it comes to paying getting the mortgages out the way. Let's hear from ET real quick. Let's go ahead and hear from my guy ET, man.
Listen to me, y'all. But one of his mentees took us through one of their programs, and I paid off my mortgage. But guess what happened? My marriage went to a whole nother level. And you know why? Because my wife is a security freak. And even when I blew up, my wife would be like, oh, you blew up, but how long is you gonna keep making this kind of money? I was like, I don't know, forever. She's like, you sure? Because I'm gonna keep my license as a nurse just in case you don't. So when I paid the house off, my boy was like, you ain't gotta do that, you can do this. But when I paid the house off using that program, it took the stress level all the way down for my wife because we no longer had a mortgage. Does that make sense? That thing that was coming every month, that was getting on her nerves, we didn't have that no more. And so she was at rest.
Make sure you get your free savings and earnings report at ice10k.com, man. We talking about stuff we're talking about now is why you need to go get that.
Yeah.
We're talking about you getting your foundation right. We're talking about you either picking college or courses to make more money, to manage your money, to have more opportunities later. That's what we're talking about. The first step should be go to ice10k.com. Second step should be, am I going to college? Am I going to do a course? Will I do both? You find your high-paying job. You already got your foundation together because you talked to Don. Now you get more money. You get Don excited. You got more money coming in. We can pay this joke off fast.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And then you keep paying off your debt. So debt never becomes a problem. So debt becomes your friend instead of your enemy.
Yeah. So, you can't go into this thing afraid. Whatever you're going to go into, you can't go into it afraid and ask. And we tend to ask one question instead of asking two. Okay. We tend to ask, well, how much is that going to cost? How much is that course going to cost? How much is that going to cost? Instead of asking two questions, what is my benefit from doing this? And then what is it going to cost? If your benefit outweighs the cost, there is no cost.
Run the play.
If your benefit outweighs the cost, there is no cost. If you focus on that, then you won't get anywhere if you're focusing on what you have to pay to get something.
That's a fact.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
What am I losing by not doing this?
There you go. Add that up.
Opportunities. I'm losing a better life. I'm losing out experiences with my kids and my family. That's what you're missing out on. Because now you don't have enough money to do it. The things that you always wanted to do. You can't even plan your kid a birthday party because you got to pay your mortgage.
It's kind of, I get it. It's hard to look into the future and says, okay, this is what I have now. Okay. But the fear of loss is greater than the desire for gain. Okay. Now I need all of you that are watching this either live or watching the replay. I need you to think about this. However old you are right now, think of all the times before where you might have messed up money or lost money or somebody stole something from you. Okay. Let me tell you something. That didn't stop the money from flowing to you. You're making money now. There is no money is unlimited. It is an unlimited resource. You can't think of it as I'm lacking opportunity or I'm lacking money. There is no lack. If somebody takes something from you, if you lose it, even if you mess it up, life does not end. I guarantee you, you will not stop breathing. So anytime that we spend money and I spend it that doesn't bring me a return, guess what? It brings me a return in other ways. That knowledge that I gained from spending that money or even messing it up, the knowledge that I gained, I know not to do that again, and it's going to make me in a better position to do something better for the future. So please don't get frozen in time because you're afraid to let some money go. That is the wrong attitude.
I agree with that.
I want to highlight real quick. Also Meta has certifications and courses as well, whether they are with Meta directly or they're outside of Meta, and they are also transferable skills. Now, this is not to say that we want to not get degrees, right? Because degrees are very powerful. Colleges are breeding grounds for networking with successful people that you may be interacting with for the rest of your life, right? So you definitely want to make sure that you build those friendships, right? You don't want to just be there just for the education. You want to be there for the entire experience that involves meeting people, building relationships, and different things of that nature. But Facebook certification classes and job salaries associated with them. Let's talk about it. So I'm gonna share this part, but I think obviously I don't have all of the things, but I'm gonna give you some of the notes.
Let's check it out, man. Let's change somebody's life today, man. Because most people don't even know about this, right?
Nah, they don't know. They don't know. So you have Facebook certification classes and job salaries associated with them. Facebook now Meta offers several certification classes through their Meta Blueprint program, right? And that's what we're looking at right here. This is the Meta Blueprint program designed to validate proficiency in various aspects of digital marketing and social media advertising on their platforms. While specific job titles and salary ranges can vary depending on the experience, location, here are some common roles and potential salaries associated with Facebook certifications. Okay, so Facebook Certified Digital Marketing Associate. This certification covers the fundamentals of digital marketing and Facebook advertising. Associated jobs: marketing coordinator, media, social media specialist, digital marketing analyst. Salaries anywhere from $44,000 to $161,000 with an average of 82 on start. Right, Facebook Certified Media Buying Professional. This certification focuses on advanced advertising strategies and campaign optimization, and those associated jobs are people like media buying. Here's the thing: this is massive money. Don't just look at the salary range and think that this is when you got to stop, because what you don't understand is that it's always extra areas where you can make extra money if you have that entrepreneurial experience, if you think kind of like how we think, right? So media buying, digital marketing manager, paid social specialist. These salaries range from $84,000 to $138,000.
Entry level?
Entry level.
Come on, man. What we doing?
Right? And here's the thing, though. Imagine having these. What if you have one of these jobs, and then at the same time, you got one on the side where you do your own business as well, and then you got this insider information from Facebook, so you know how to tell people how to do their marketing, how to buy their ads, how to do these things
on Facebook.
On Facebook. Right, so you got your main job with Facebook, but then you also got your side business selling the same information that you have. That's inside information. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just thinking like an entrepreneur. What if that happens?
Yeah,
right, in the private sector.
So you got to make sure you put that name in somebody else's name, though.
Absolutely,
put that business in somebody else's name.
Facts. It says Facebook Social Media Marketing Professional Certificates. This certification covers a broad range of social media marketing skills, including content creation, community management, and analytics. Okay. Associated jobs: social media manager, content creator, community manager. This ranges from 32 to 100 grand. Right now, these are on the lower spectrum, but at the end of the day, right, you're looking at the people who are buying the ads. Do you think small companies need people with experience with Facebook that knows how to buy ads appropriately? Do you think that's a valuable skill in the marketplace right now as an independent entrepreneur?
Absolutely.
Dunn, would you be open to paying a professional at buying Facebook ads to help you in your business?
Oh Lord, why did you even ask that? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me right now? Lord have mercy.
Loud and clear, man.
Okay, let me show this. Oh boy, hold on. Let me get this out of the way. All right, and present this. Okay. All right, entire screen. There you go. Would I be willing to do it? I am doing it. I'm doing it right now.
Wow.
This is one of the fastest growing companies in America right now. They're using AI to as a brand new approach. I wish I had thought about it. Okay. They're building Facebook ads and other types of ads piece by piece by testing it. They take small parts and say, okay, let's break what you do down. And so they've got things out on doing stuff for me right now and say, like true or false. I'm having a hard time understanding how my mortgage works. Okay. And they'll spend a few dollars, $5, $6, $7, maybe $10 on a bunch of little statements like that and see which ones most people click on. Then they put that part aside. Then they build another part. They're testing their way to building a whole ad and a whole funnel, piece by piece, by testing each and every part of it to make sure that each part that goes in catches the eye of a lot of people that you want to talk to. So I have a lot of people promise me, Don, we're going to grow your business. We're going to make sure you do this. We're going to make sure you do that. What I paid them, you know what they told me?
What's that?
What they said?
Pay us. And until you reach a certain level of results, we're going to keep going. You don't get another dime until you get the results we promised. Boom.
I like that.
Okay.
That.
They're the only people I've ever met in this industry that does that, because everybody else just promises you an invoice. They promise results, and you're going to get the results. You'll get the results that you're looking for, and that they promise, or they just keep trying.
Wow.
They're going to work it out. They're going to find, because testing works. You know how I know it works with them? Because I see a lot of internet ads. But it was something about their ad, and I can't even tell you what it was, right? I was on there, I saw that ad, and within 30 seconds, I was paying for their course. I saw them before. But there was something
you to buy within a minute.
Listen, man, there was something about that ad. You know what I really wanted to find out? I said, I wanted to find out how they built that funnel to get me to spend my money that quickly.
You need to copy that funnel.
Okay. So yes, I just wanted to copy what they had. Okay. Because when something like this shows up, it's a low barrier to entry to get you to get in there, and so that they can upsell you later. All right. And I said, I'm not interested in the upsell. I just want to see how they did that. But man, the more they talked about it, the more sense it made. and now I've hired them. Okay, this is an Inc. 5000 company. They only have between 11 and 50 employees, and they're doing millions a month.
Okay, so it's an education platform, right?
No, they do e-commerce. They do testing for building ads online, building funnels.
It's just an ad company.
Yes. So you were just talking about, so coaches, and they're going to. So right now they're developing my ads that are going to go out on the internet, and it may take 6 to 8 weeks to build a proper funnel.
But once it hit, it's gonna hit.
But when it's done, it's going to hit because it's been tested to hit.
You're not guessing.
Not guessing at all. Not guessing at all. So, and I get to listen. I'm watching them in real time. I get to see the results of all their tests that they're doing. I meet with them on a regular basis, and you ask me would I pay for it? I am paying for it. So why you even want to ask me?
And they're making millions a month, you say?
A month, not a year.
So again, we're talking about skills, right? And I don't know if these people got the Meta certifications or not. I don't know if they got those or not.
I'm sure somebody on their team does.
But somebody in their circle got some kind of specialized education.
You got it.
Because that's how they know what works and what don't work.
Absolutely.
Listen, I wish I had thought about that. Now, what other people would do is says, okay, let's build an ad and let's test the whole ad. But you know what? You know what you find out when you test the whole ad? You don't know what works in that ad. You don't know if it's the picture. You don't know if it's the text. You don't know if it's if it's the size of the text in relationship to the picture. You don't know what's working when it starts working. That's why it is so hard to recreate.
Facts.
And people start trying to chase that success.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, it can be a whole trend. And then people water down the trend, and now it don't work no more. And now you got to do something different. Yeah. So you're always testing.
You're always testing. You're always testing. And what they'll do is they test small pieces, and then the ones that work, they file it.
I'm gonna have to use this company, man.
You said what now?
I already Googled it, and I got it saved and bookmarked and all the things. Yeah, I'm not.
That's the bad thing about marketing is most companies do what Don is talking about. They test a whole ad and be like, "Oh man, this ad don't work. Let's do another one. Let's do another one." So now you're wasting time and marketing dollars on this company that's just trying shit on your dime.
And I'm talking about they listen. They're doing a whole campaign with big money on your dime,
and it don't work.
No, and so they're spending pennies a day to figure out what works.
Facts.
I like
pennies a day. You hear me? Please, come on now. I can live with that all day to find out what
on
works.
top of having specialized research knowledge.
Please.
Boy, this is beautiful. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back because this is important, right? We learning, right? We definitely learning. Let me see. Let me share this real quick. So another thing. So Facebook marketing consultant. This is not a certification, but a common role for those skilled in Facebook marketing. So the average salary is about $34 an hour in Texas. It's important to note that these are just averages, and salaries can vary significantly depending on your experience and different things of that nature. Here's the other one. We talked about this earlier. Is understanding AI, right? AI is going to be another realm where these are going to be jobs that you're going to be able to get access to, right? If you can understand where the money is moving in the space early, it's no telling what type of job opportunities are going to be in this particular space, right? We don't know yet. It's just too early to really lock in where the money is going to move in AI, but we know that it's going to move, right? We know that just in Facebook, we gave you several certifications and jobs with salaries associated with them. Now, none of these are known. You don't hear these on Facebook. You don't hear about these in your core groups.
Your circle.
You don't hear these when you go to the family dinners. You don't hear about these opportunities. Matter of fact, you don't even hear about the opportunity talked about earlier, right? Working with the plants. You don't hear about none of these opportunities, right? Because a lot of these opportunities you can't get with just a college degree. Think about this. Most people don't know about it, but do they exist? Hell yeah, they exist. Do they pay big money? Hell yeah, they pay big money. And at the end of the day, all you need is just one of them that can put you, in that 6-figure range. Once you get in that 6-figure range, figure out a way to not, again, go download the Rocket Money, right? And figure out a way to not spend up all that 130, 160, 100, and whatever it is, right? Figure out a way to not do that and learn discipline, right? And then start paying yourself first, putting that money aside so you now can invest in that real estate deal without a sweat. You can invest in that Bitcoin or stock market boom that just took place and not be stressing about not being able to pay your bills if it don't work as fast as you want it to work or not, right? Because ultimately, you may put yourself in a situation where you may take some micro losses in business. That's a part of it. But being able to pay, when you paying yourself first and you got you one of them good high paying cushion jobs and you putting 1,000 here, you got 1,000 there, you got a couple thousand here, one hit, 2 of them don't hit, right? But at least this one hit, right? So what you gonna do? Double down on the one that hit to make up for the gains that you lost on the 2 that didn't hit. But these are the positions you put yourself in when you got that cushion.
Exactly.
I'm trying to see who learned something today, man. I think today was very impactful. It's a whole lot of game given today, man. Y'all should be getting on these free. You said these courses are free too?
Some of them are free, some of them are paid. But again,
most of these, if you waste $100, $200 on BS anyway.
Facts. And some of you have to join an entry-level position or a college-educated position to be able to gain access to these courses. So some of them, like some of the Google ones, you have to be working with Google, and some of them you can just take on your own. Some of the Facebook ones I just shared, a lot of those you can just flat out take, right? You just go to Meta Blueprint, take the courses, right? And either try to work for Facebook or take those skills and work for yourself or another company. So Doug just literally told you that he's paying people right now to do for these same skills.
Let me show you one. Let me show you one of the tests. I got one of them on the screen here. Okay, this is how they do it. Okay, this particular test.
You can't see it.
Okay, we'll get it on. All right, there it is. Okay, this one got 14 clicks, 55 cents per click. All right. Here's the demographics. Here's how it breaks down, and here's the statement. I'm tired of watching my savings drain away on just interest on my loans. Okay. And then how many people click on it? And when they click on it, they can learn more. They're going to send them straight to my website while they're testing. Okay. All right. And so this started out here. This is round 2. Now we're starting round 3. Look at this. This is round 3. They've got up. So they've done 35 so far. Okay. And small ads just like this. And they just started round 3 yesterday. Okay. So if none of this have really done anything yet.
All right? I noticed like they're changing the colors. They're changing the font size.
All of that. So here's one that says, I'm disappointed that the snowball didn't work for me like everybody said it would. That's the look at this one. This one's taken off. This one's taken off. Okay. All right. This one had listen. They're doing all of this for me, and I'm just waiting for the results. Okay.
Wow.
Now with them, you pay monthly, and you got to pay for your ad spend, right?
I pay them monthly. Oh yeah, right.
God.
You know they're gonna get their money up front. They got their money up front. Okay, their highest package is like 35,000. I didn't go there.
A month?
No, just
for the year.
Yeah, just one time. All right. So I got a lesser package, but what I'm going to do is take this information and the money I make from this, and then I'll be able to build up and do some other things. All right. But we're going to find what works, what the pain point is for people right now. It won't always be the same, but we're going to find out the pain points of the people right now, and then build a funnel to help them relieve that particular pain.
That's beautiful.
And when it changes, guess what? We're going to test it. We're going to test it again and find out what the new pain point is when it comes to debt, when it comes to money, when it comes to understanding these things. And we're always going to have our finger on the pulse of people who want to manage their debt more effectively. And we're going to find out what's going to speak to their hearts, not put something out and hope and wish that it hits and then I get no bites. This ain't fishing in the ocean and you come back, oh, I didn't catch anything today. Oh no, that's over. These folks have found that's it. They're doing for online advertising what the pill method is doing for mortgages and other loans. Okay, it's innovative. So yes, that's what I wanted to show you. I want to show that Don, would you pay for it? Listen, not only am I paying for it, but I'm getting results.
And how much is it? How much is this? You say you paid on this?
I didn't say.
He did say how much. He said the top package is 35,000. He said he didn't pay that.
But since this is listen, no stingy energy. I paid $10,000 for this package. But the results that I'm going to get is going to more than pay me back for that. But the other thing is, until I get the results, they keep trying. I don't pay them another dime until I get the results I'm looking for.
And just to give people clarity, that's a drop in the bucket for marketing spend.
Yep.
Right. That could make you 10 bands. You can make that in your first 30 days.
Facts. And I just said the amount of money saved testing.
Yep.
Listen to me now. I want everybody to fully understand this, and then I want to go to Motley's question. Motley put a dope question in the chat. I want to address that. The amount of money saved in running the right ad, and a lot of folk who have never run ads don't understand this piece, but you can easily blow 30, 40, 50 grand in ad spend that is just not as effective as it could be. A lot of these ads that you see on social media, right? You got people spending millions of dollars on ineffective ads.
Yeah, they might not be working.
And then you see the ones that you stop on. Like everybody don't have great ads. Everybody don't have those. Let me stop what the hell I'm doing in my day just to look at your ad type of ad, right? And what Dunn is doing is he's testing to find that right ad that has the highest conversion. Then he's dumping all his money into that one.
There you go. Look at this so far, 22 cents a click. And some of these people are running ads at $3 or $4 a click.
A click.
Yeah,
even $100 a click.
Yeah.
There you go. And so they got people out there that the class that I was in, they have people who are literally spending what you're talking about a month. 30 grand a month.
That's easy. I've spent 40, 50 bands a month in marketing. I've spent that kind of money in marketing.
There you go.
I've done that.
So
yeah, you preaching to the crowd. Motley Motley Real Estate put a question in the chat. Said, what's your favorite online platform or resources for free education? You know what I've been finding that has been incredibly valuable. Even more valuable than YouTube. Now, listen to me. Now, I would say ChatGPT. Crazy as it sounds, right? But I believe from a social media and education standpoint, ChatGPT is going to be more valuable than even YouTube and all of these other different platforms. I'm find myself when I want, like, a lot of the information that I've gathered today, I didn't get. What I do is, let's say, for instance, like for the website, I'm not just going to the website. I'm going to the website, then I'm going to ChatGPT to find out the information that's valuable on that website, and then I'm putting that information and I'm sharing that information. And so what I'm realizing is that ChatGPT is going to replace a lot of these. Listen, just like
Chat got the information everybody got.
They got the deeper info. They got the most valuable information. So imagine when you couple that with the ability to utilize ads and different things, because all of those things are coming, right? So, and imagine once ChatGPT gains a certain level of influence, you don't think that they're gonna start using that for ad purposes at some point?
They already using it on Instagram and Facebook. Okay. Probably, they started about 2-3 weeks ago.
I'm listening to CNBC, and some of these people that are doing investing in AI. Guess what the hot one is now? Perplexity. Okay, listen, it's fast. It knows a lot. I'm telling you, when I ask ChatGPT, I'll ask, tell me about the pill method. All right. Boom. What is the pill method? Okay, let's see. Home of the pill method. So it'll take you, it'll pull up all this information about the pill method for you. All right. Or anything you want to put in there. It does a larger job of, because this one is connected to the internet where chat is not, and it's faster. It's going to pull in more information about what you're looking for. So play around with Perplexity too, and start training it and do some comparisons. I kind of like Perplexity, but I got a lot of time invested in chat until I can get this trained as well. I'll still stick with chat, but this is what everybody's talking about right now, Perplexity.
I love that, because what I'm realizing is that the search engine on ChatGPT and tools that utilize ChatGPT like Perplexity are just more valuable. They get straight to the point faster. Yeah, I do. And my second best is YouTube, obviously, because YouTube has a genius way of synthesizing information, right? Similar to what we're talking about now, that can kind of expose it from a human to human level, because ChatGPT is still a little impersonal when it, but when you get on YouTube and you can start learning from different people, it opens you up to a lot more information when you couple that with ChatGPT, for sure.
Another one, Byron, would be Merlin AI. I love it. So it actually attaches not only to the internet, it actually attaches to my emails. It's reading everything. A lot of times when clients are asking me, like, they're having a tech issue, or, they don't have time to read all those manuals, Merlin actually has something similar to Perplexity, which I haven't looked at this one, but Merlin is like next level. It also integrates with ChatGPT 4, right? But not only, I don't have to type in all my questions. It actually comes up with follow-up questions. So it might be like, okay, how do I monetize on YouTube, right? That might be the question that the person's asking. Well, not only is it going to take me to the article, it's going to give me follow-up questions to lead me along the way. So I don't have to sit there and come up with those follow-up questions. These are things that are already frequently asking. So definitely check out Merlin AI, next level. I use it every day. Like, every day as a tech head.
There you go. So yeah, this one says, this is what it's talking about: mortgages, student loans. Oh, the Perplexity even knows who I am. Okay.
It pulls the most important information, and that's what I'm liking about AI search engine opposed to Google search engine. So AI search engine is far superior to Google because Google is so inundated with ads. They want to feed you so many ads, and the people that pay them first, to where the quality of the search has dramatically decreased. Not saying that Google is trash. Google is still one of the most trusted search engines, but as a result of them being one of the trusted search engines, the search information is trash in comparison to AI generated search. It's just not even on the same level.
And even Google is starting to incorporate AI
with Gemini.
Yep.
Yeah, I have Gemini, but Gemini is still, in my opinion, even though it's connected to Google, it's still not superior to ChatGPT for that same reason. They're still selling. They're still focused on selling more than educating.
Exactly.
And ChatGPT is more so focused on educating more than selling or pushing a product based on ad spend dollars.
Oh yeah, listen. Let me read more about me in this thing. I didn't know I had so much information about me out there. Lord, listen, I didn't do this before. I'm looking at it now. Come on now.
Beautiful thing.
Listen, Perplexity, you all right with me?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I would say this, more than anything, we want to focus on if you're talking to, matter of fact, what would you say to somebody that got a kid in college, right? Or looking to go to college, or you're looking to go to college, pick up an additional certification. Why not look at, number one, what the income is going to be? Don't just go and take some classes and just assume. That's not the play. What's your thoughts on that, O?
Ask the question one more time. I'm bad. Head of the phone.
What's your thoughts on, let's say somebody got somebody going to college.
Mm-hmm.
They got a kid going to college, or themselves, they're looking to pick up an additional certification or some college degree. What would you, advise them on if they're looking to grow their income specifically as a result of this education? What would you say to that person?
So if they're looking to go to college,
to grow their income specifically, what are some ways that they can kind of better do that?
Me personally, I wouldn't go to college to make more money. Reason being because it takes too long to get to the destination that you're trying to get to. I want to use the shortest route to get to my destination. What is that going to be? That's going to be courses. That's going to be networking, knowing the right people, because you can get in certain jobs if you know the right people.
Facts.
So I would heavily focus on education, on whatever I want to do. Let's just say I want to go in the field I was in, inspection. So I'll start going to inspection events. Whatever you want to do, start going to those events. Those people should start learning your name. They should start knowing who you are. Every event they have, you should make it your business to be there. Because if you start meeting the right people, you don't have to go to college.
That's a fact.
Networking can get you in doors, degrees cannot. I don't care how many degrees that you have. If you don't know the right people, you'll never get a job. They got people right now that got goddamn 5 degrees, can't get no job.
Facts.
Because they don't be in the right places. They don't network. They just applying online. I guarantee that online applying, most people look at that last. We got to keep it real. First, they reach out to family, friends, and their network. They ask everybody, hey, everybody at the job, everybody does this. Hey, do you know anybody that could fit what we're looking for in this for this job that we have? We got this coming up. Darla's about to be pregnant. She's about to be out for 9 months or whatever, 10 months. We need to go ahead and fill this in. Does anybody know anybody that's good at bookkeeping? Right. That's the first way they fill a job position.
Facts.
Next is gonna be, oh, if you don't know nobody, or you have any friends or anything, or next, that's when we go to, well, hey, we had this job fair, we got all these listings that people are interested in a job. Let's go look at that list, and we can see who's actually interested in bookkeeping. We got this list of 50 people that came to the job fair 2 weeks ago. Let's go ahead and call some of these people up and see if they're interested. Then they're gonna post online. Like, it's levels to actually getting somebody to work for you. Online is the absolute last, because nobody wants to go online and look to see who qualifies to the job, because most people are gonna be lying anyway. They're gonna ask their friends, family, then they're gonna be like, who came to the job fair, who actually supports us, who actually wants to work for us. Then they'll go online. That's typically how it goes. What's your thoughts about that?
That's 100%. And I would, to add to that, make sure that whatever path you're trying to take, that the certifications, courses, whatever it is, even if it's a college degree, make sure it aligns directly to where you're trying to go. Don't think that just because you go and get a college degree, it's going to automatically pay you. Don't think that. Don't do that, because you literally can go get a massive debt put on your name and not make $1 more as a result of that education.
Like, I don't understand why people go to school and get a general studies degree. That's basically a high school degree. I just say, hey, I went to college. That don't mean hey, if you got a general studies degree, more power to you. But that don't mean shit when it comes to getting a job.
Facts.
What do you specialize in? School? Come on, man. Like, if you go to college, go for a purpose. I'm going to college because I want to do this. And that's what you want to do. But don't waste your time and just say, I've been to college 4 years, I got a general studies degree. Come on, man. Now you got $60,000 in student loan debt for a piece of paper that's worthless to every job that they have out there.
Wow. Man, this is a valuable conversation. If you got some value out of today's conversation, put a number 1 in the chat.
Like the video.
Like the video first. Yeah, forget the number 1. Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying?
We may hurt some feelings, but we just telling y'all the truth.
Yeah,
Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying?
We need all that, man. We need all that. We've been slipping on the lights.
Yeah.
But if y'all enjoyed it, man, just let us know in the comments if y'all enjoyed it. But the most important thing is to take action on what we gave y'all, man. We gave y'all free resources and maybe some paid resources. We gave y'all some resources. I gave y'all what I did to get the job that I had, and it paid me beautifully. Easiest job I ever had, most money I ever made on a job. And I got, like I said, I got two friends that work there now, and they living the life that they dreamed of. They got houses, they got the cars they want, they got the toys they want, and they're doing the thing. And they're making money. So, if you want to take that career route, go ahead. And they are hiring right now, too. I just seen a little ad. We're talking about ads. They're hiring right now. So, make sure you go ahead and check that out.
I want to say this because I want to be clear. I did get a package, but that didn't include the ad spend. My total ad spend to put this all together won't be any more than $1,500, period.
Per month?
Over 2 months.
Okay. That's not bad.
It's good.
$1,500 tops. It won't. It may not even be that. But they said, well, you allow a budget of $1,500. We're not going to spend any more than that, but it could be a lot less. We're just going to be testing the small ads until we get to where we need to be.
Wow.
You get your 2 clients, they'll pay for all that.
Facts.
Okay.
That's worth it.
Now I'm going to see. Now they're going to see if they have an affiliate program. Okay, let's go.
Hey.
That's it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But man, if you enjoyed today's show, man, make sure you go to ice10k.com for your free savings and earnings report, man. Change your life, change your income, make your family a little happy, make your wife or your husband a little bit happy, man. Nobody wants to stress about bills, mortgages, credit card debt, card loans, all that. Get your financial house and foundation in order. When you have that in order, life is a lot better, it's a lot smoother. Definitely. Everybody more happier, man. When you're happy, you feel better. You love your wife a little bit more. You love your husband a little bit more. You love your kids a little bit more. Right? Stress free. Make sure you go to nostingyenergy.com, man. Go grab you some merch, man. Go grab your little set, you know. When you got your little date night, little Netflix and chill, get your No Stingy Energy set, man. You get to wear that. Keep warm while you're on the sofa.
Facts.
They got the mustard, the red, the black. Just grab you one, that's all. Support us, man. Support us. And they got subscribe, and then you can join the family. They got the Visionary Legacy, Trailblazer, 3 different levels, whichever one makes sense for your income, for your pockets. Just click one, man. Come join us. Support us. And you get discounts on the merch too. So
what? Now listen, yeah. A. Miller was out there commenting. You know, this is what she does.
I try to get her to join on. You know. You know, I heard from A. Miller in a minute. I watch her stories though; they be entertaining as hell. She be, you know what I'm saying? Because it be really some educational stuff over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
dropping some gems.
Where's she live in New Orleans or Houston?
Houston.
Okay. She be back and forth.
Yeah.
Man, with that being said, we out, man. Y'all fellas got any parting words?
Man, listen, man. Shit, man. It was a lot of game today, bro.
Well, I got one thing.
Rewatch this, take action. And here's the thing. We just barely scratched the surface on what's out there. There's tons of companies and tons of certifications out there that are very valuable. Find one, adopt one. And here's the thing. We didn't even touch on the trades, We didn't even go into the trade.
Not at all. I'll say this. A lot of people say, man, no jobs hiring. Can't make no money. That's all lies, man. You're looking in the wrong places. You're talking to the wrong people. You're talking to people about jobs. They ain't got no jobs. That don't make sense. Go out there and actually be intentional about finding you a job. You will find a job. Talk to the right people. You will find a job. You will make more money. You got to do the work. Do the self-work. Gotta stop being lazy, man. Jobs ain't gonna just call you and say, yeah, jobs ain't gonna call you and say, hey, we know that you ain't have a job in 6 months. We got a job for you. It don't work that way. Mm-hmm. Get off your lazy ass and go find something. If you're not happy at the job where you at, find another one. You apply for the job that you at. They ain't call you and say, come work for us. I hate that people be at a job complaining all day. Go find you another one. But stay there until you find another one. Don't just quit and then think you go find another one fast. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, man, we out, man. Peace.
Hey, what's up, everybody? A lot of people struggle in their business when it comes to real estate or just any business in general. Reason being because they probably using a pen pad, Excel sheet. You got to realize you got to treat your business like a business. Make sure you check out Taskify CRM. It's a CRM system. It texts and drips campaign, email. You can actually sign contracts within your CRM. I use Taskify CRM. If you want to check out the CRM that I use right now, make sure you check out that QR code, scan it with your phone. It'll show you inside of what we're using today. If you want to take your business to the next level, check out Taskify CRM. Peace.